Good. What time is it? You know, the time changed. I'm out of it. But good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this video. Please like this video for me. Thank you to my subscribers who's been with me. Thank you to my new subscribers. I appreciate you greatly. If you would like to, please hit the like button and share the video for me. This is not going to be long, but um, I, what I need to stop doing is stop binge watching on videos when I'm tired. When I'm tired, I don't know whether to laugh or to just really feel. I don't want to say feel sorry, but just feel just bad for people sometimes because it's sometimes it's the irony and the hypocrisy of it. Let me say this first. Let me make this disclaimer first. Um, I don't want anybody's channel to ever be taken away. I don't want um, the business of what they're doing on YouTube taken away. I don't want their money to ever be, or their bag to be ever decreased or snatched away or anything like that. So when I come and respond to a video or just give my perceptions on a video, it's just that, and I just want to sit here and share it with you guys, for those who are interested in listening. But I pray I don't. It's serious, but then it's not serious because I have to consider the source, and I don't. I really don't. I don't want to make this a laughing video, but most of the time, you know, when you think about certain things and you think about what's being said and what's being done, you can't help but get tickled. I mean, I don't know. I just get tickled, but will y'all please, for those of you who are in Big Man's corner and supporting Big Man and kind of helping him build his channel, would y'all please tell him, you know, to either make a list or think about the things he says before he says it, or just give it some thought before he says it. I just watched one of his videos, and I don't know how I got into the little rotation, but I was laying here listening to him, and he started attacking Brianna. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I said, well, you know, that this the beef sector, so everybody attacks everybody or says something, whatever. But when he started attacking her and the things he was saying, I thought the irony. I didn't want to laugh. But the irony of it all. Because let me put it this way. How can I tell you the way to have beautiful glowing skin if my skin is not beautiful? If my skin is not beautiful and glowing. I'm telling you this will work for you, and this is what you do, and these are the steps you need to take to obtain this particular look. But I'm looking the opposite of what I'm telling you how to look. So y'all see the irony in some of this mess and some of this stuff on YouTube? I mean, do you actually see it? Now I watched this, man, and I had to turn my iPad off. It was like 35 minutes. It was 35 minutes of him telling Brianna she too fat and these are the steps she needs to take to lose weight. I said to myself, have you looked in a mirror? I'm like, what mirror are you looking in? Then he went on to analyze why Brianna is the weight or size that she is. He says that she's frying her food in oil and she needs to begin to start using an air fryer because it's healthier. You don't have all the oils and the fats and all of that. And as long as she sits over there and consume food that's fried in grease, you know, she'll never lose weight. And I'm still looking at him like, So what? What are you frying your food in? And I'm laughing now, but a part of me got kind of pissed because I'm thinking, how is it you're coming on here as huge as you are, and you're downing somebody because of their weight? It's funny to me. A lot of people in the beef sector in this area of YouTube, have you noticed? Not in all cases, but in some cases, people come and attack people for the things that's wrong with them, but they never turn the finger on them to correct those things. They'll point the finger at somebody else. But it's like, have you looked in a mirror, sweetie? Have you? I'm like, have you taken stock? I don't even know what to say. Have you taken stock in how you look? How? Okay, so we get. Oh God, we get past the way to cook your food. It's not about it's not in the oils and the greases. The grease you shouldn't be cooking in the grease. Okay, we got past that. That went on for like 20, for 20 minutes or so. Then we got into the fresh fruits and vegetables and what you should eat and what you should not eat and how much you should consume and how much you shouldn't consume. And the whole time I'm listening to this, I'm thinking, is he for real? Because I'm trying to figure out, have you tried any of these? Have you tried any of these tips that you're giving to Brianna? Because if you are, they're not they're not working for you. And Bree, please forgive me. I'm gonna put your name in the title because I want you to see this. I mean, I was just I'm still in am I in awe or just in shock that you're trying to correct the thing I guess you feel in someone else's life, but you're the one that's just guilty. And what they say, what Blanche said on Golden Girls, oh no, the camera doesn't lie. The camera does not lie. And I'm not making fun of anybody's size or anybody's whatever. I'm saying the audacity of him to come on here. I don't want to be ugly, looking the way he looks, to give somebody advice on the way they should look when he's not in any better position than anybody else. Y'all make that make sense to me. And we can't say, I know big man is challenged. I understand that. But that just does not happen with him. It happens with a lot of people. That's why I don't get into you ugly, you nasty, you stink. I don't get into all that because I'm not a raving beauty by no means, far from it, and not a handsome hunk. Way by no means am I that. But I'm just sitting here, guys. I'm laying here, and I'm just in disbelief that this guy would come to her and say those things, looking the way he looks. Okay, so then he goes on. Then he goes on for about 20 more minutes, um, explaining how easy it is to lose weight. Um, how it's not hard at all. Now, the whole time he's saying these certain things, I'm just looking at him like, It's very easy to lose the weight. It's not hard at all. And I'm thinking, okay, why haven't you lost it? Because, baby, we can find it. And I'm not trying to be ugly. I really am not. I do to try to make sense of the mentality of people, not just in the beef sector, but in the world. But in the beef sector is where I am, and I listen to people. I said, okay, did you look in a mirror? I mean, what are you talking about? Okay, so after he got through with the fried foods, she eating wrong the fried foods, and then he got into uh the logistics of weight loss and how easy it is to lose weight. And I'm still sitting here looking like because obviously you haven't applied any of these suggestions or ideas to yourself. Because if somebody said you're not fat, you big, I said no, he's fat. Y'all sit up here and you all fool people. No, he is fat. I used to weigh over, well, how much did I used to weigh? 200 pounds. So I know, yeah, he's fat. But then he goes on this thing about exercising and walking and the things you have to do physically to lose weight. And I'm sitting there still thinking, are you just a person of words? 'Cause I'm not saying anything that he stated was wrong, but it's like apply it to yourself first. And then come on here and point fingers and preach if you want to. But you're not in a position actually to help anybody until you take on those challenges or you take on those things you're trying to say she needs to do. And then we see the results in you. So I don't know if this is the thing with the 1,000 views, and now he's a celebrity, and now you have to pay him. What was the price? It was $100 for the first hour and $200 for the. I'm sorry to laugh at that, but he's got a chart with a price. He's got a chart with a price list based on and based on how long you want to interview him. That's how much you have to pay him. And I would love for somebody to put in the comments, what is it would you like to know about him for 200? And you know what? The first thing people say, you hey no, I applaud him for his 1,000 viewers, subscribers, and I applaud him for the increase and growth of his channel. I applaud him for the financial gain he'll probably get, from his channel. I'm the one who's not looking at numbers and any longer or clicks and views and all that. So I applaud him. If it's a productive endeavor for him, I applaud him. Great, do whatever. But look, you you don't make sense. You don't make sense. And I don't know if people at this point are really, well, I guess it doesn't matter if they support him for the ignorance of it all or just the comedic form of it all, because none of it really makes sense. But it's funny to me how people come here or people come in this particular era of YouTube or just in life and attack the very thing on somebody else that's wrong with them, and have all this advice and all of this uh rules and regulations to get where you need to get, but you're not but you're not there. Y'all forgive me. So Bree, forgive me. I'm gonna put your name in the title because I, I know you've had to see that video, and I just want to know, what did you think of this person telling you you're not healthy, you need to lose weight, you need to do all these things, but what happened to the mirror when he turns it on himself, or the camera when he turns it on himself? I mean, does that make sense to anybody? See, a lot of you, I ask you guys, please make these things make sense to me. And they don't make sense to me. And maybe because I'm thinking too hard, or I come in with my mind focused on uh, really trying to understand what you're saying before you say it. And so I kind of get lost in the conversation, or lost in the tape. But I just don't see how you can come here. You can, because you can do anything you want. But I don't think I don't know how you feel it makes you look great or better or more interesting to point a finger at somebody and tell them they need to do all these things when you're not doing it. And we're looking at you like, what? It does not make sense. It does not compute. I gotta go. I gotta get some sleep. I gotta go back to work. But I was just honestly taken back at the fact that he's attacking her, and I'm like, you can't talk about her. And this is not taking up for anybody or doing anything or shading anybody, but I'm like, how is you want to in essence call her out about anything regarding her when your situation is worse? It doesn't make sense. And then how can you tell her what will work and what will be healthy and all this? Well, we can we can look at you and tell. We can just look at you and say, how are those words coming out of your mouth? And you looking the way you look, and there's no shade on you. That's just the truth. How can you give me advice on how I should lose weight or how I should be healthier and all of that when I look at you and I don't see that at all? And anybody with, I always say this, with a rational mind and with common sense, that's the first thing really that would come to their mind. How can, I mean, is this the pot call the what's the saying? I can't remember. I'm so tired. The pot calling kettle black or whatever. You you're the last person, in all honesty, to give somebody advice on anything healthy or health issues or weight loss or anything of that nature, because you're not walking in the things you're trying to tell somebody else they should do. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, excuse me, guys. I saw the video, and normally I just had to come and say something because it just, some things just takes my brain, and and I'm trying to make sense of it, and it seems like it comes all together when I do a video about it. I'm not shading him. I'm not hating on him. I'm not. I don't want him to go nowhere, because he been make TV. I'm sorry. He been make. I don't want him to go nowhere. I'm not trying to chase him off. I'm not trying to come for him, at him, whatever. It was just an observation. And Brie, again, forgive me because I'm gonna put your name in here because I want you to come and see this, because you have to have seen the video, had to. But anyway, I hope you guys are having, what's today's, a great Sunday. I hope the time change hasn't affected you too much. But anyway, know that I love you. Y'all make sense of this for me, please. Know that I love you, but God loves you so, so, so much more. You guys be blessed, okay? Bye-bye.